A big part of our work as a death doula is normalizing conversations around death, dying, grief, and loss. Unfortunately, we live in a death-denying society. We push death away. We don't want to think about it. We don't want to talk about it. We just want to continue on with our lives as though we're going to live forever. But unfortunately, we all know that dying is part of life. It's part of our life process. It's a normal part of our life, and we need to talk about it. When we don't talk about it, we bring stress into our lives, our loved ones' lives, because it's going to happen to us at some point. And if we don't talk about it, our loved ones don't know what our values are. They don't know what our wishes are for end of life, and that causes them stress. There are many different ways that death doulas have tried to normalize conversations around grief and death and loss. There are organizations called Death Cafe, Death Over Dinner. There are card games called the Death Deck that you can get, and it's all different questions about death that you can bring into family conversations. We also need to become more grief literate in society. For ourselves, we need to come to understand what grief is, how it presents itself, that it's a normal part of being human. Grief is a response to a loss, and it can be a loss of a person, a relationship. It can be any sort of loss that invokes this grief response. But we also have to become grief literate in order to teach our children that grief is normal and how to deal with it. So I urge everyone to seek out information about grief, death, dying, to do your advanced care planning, get your affairs in order, and become more comfortable with your own mortality.